the quiet star of the firm. In this story, you will learn how a clever junior kept his job and later earned a promotion by letting his insecure boss glow a little brighter than him. Author Daniel Kim, storyteller. Lean in for a moment and picture the tightrope we all walk when someone above us feels easily threatened. Lucas Ortega was 27, freshly hired at Halden Advertising and still carrying the smell of university hallways. On his first morning, he met director Marsha Lane, a thin woman who clicked her heels when she walked and measured prestige in compliments. Lucas noticed how often she asked, "Everyone understand why my campaign won last quarter?" Most people answered with a quick nod. Lucas, honest to the core, almost said, "Your numbers were good, but the art team's layout did half the work." Something in Marsha's sharp smile warned him to stay quiet. Weeks passed. Lucas sketched headlines at night, while Marsha took the bright spotlight of the Monday meetings. He watched colleagues pitch brilliant ideas only to see Marsha lean back and say, "Cute, but let's add my twist." By Friday, those colleagues were rewriting banner copy no one would ever see. Lucas asked a coworker, "Why does she shut down every good concept?" The coworker whispered, "Because good concepts that aren't hers make her nervous." Lucas had rent to pay and a little sister in college. He could not afford to vanish into the basement of forgotten talent. So he changed tactics. When Marsha demanded 3 slogans by dawn, he slipped a 4th option into the folder, one obviously weaker, labeled Option D. Option D contained a copy error she could spot. She found it, fixed it with a red pen, and marched into the team room triumphant. "See, editing is leadership," she declared, cheeks flushed with victory. Lucas thanked her for the lesson. His real 3 slogans stayed perfect, but now Marsha's fingerprints were on the page, and that made her safe. One Thursday, the client wanted a risky social media stunt involving live countdown clocks. Lucas loved risk, yet he remembered Marsha hated surprises. Instead of presenting the full stunt, he walked into her office and asked, "Could you guide me on timing? I have a rough idea that needs your touch." She leaned over his shoulder, inserted her favorite buzzwords, and signed off. 2 weeks later, the campaign doubled the client's followers. At the celebration toast, Marsha clinked her glass first. No one mentioned Lucas, but he smiled anyway. Inside, he felt a small burn. He wanted to shout, "That was mine." Instead, he told himself, "Fire kept low warms the room without burning the roof down." He stayed late, learning analytics, studying rivals, building quiet expertise. Each time he discovered a smarter route, he framed it as Marsha's potential legacy. "Imagine the awards written in your name," he would murmur while handing her polished strategy. She liked the sound of that, and Lucas liked receiving steady paychecks. A year in, the company booked a huge telecom account that could fund half the agency. CEO Grant Halden called a pitch rehearsal. Marsha panicked. She needed a showstopper concept by Friday. At 11 p.m. Wednesday, she texted Lucas, "Coffee ideas needed now." Lucas had sketched a stunt involving drones spelling words above the city skyline. This time, he did not hand her the sketch outright. He emailed only the logistics list, intentionally missing the creative payoff. "I need your vision to finish," he wrote. The next morning, Marsha stitched the idea together, added her tagline, and rehearsed with confidence. CEO Halden clapped after her pitch. "Brilliant, Marsha. Your creative instincts keep soaring." Lucas sat in the back row, heart hammering, yet keeping his face mild as milk. The telecom deal closed at $40 million. Marsha accepted the plaque. HR granted Lucas a quiet raise and a new title, strategy lead. In the elevator, Marsha said, "Stick with me and you'll go places." Lucas nodded, thinking, already on my way. Months later, a headhunter emailed Lucas about creative director openings elsewhere. He could finally step into sunlight without casting shadows on Marsha. Still, he remembered her insecurity and his promise to his sister about stability. He replied, "Not yet, but thank you." When the moment felt right, he would leap. For now, he kept polishing ideas in the quiet, letting Marsha think the light came from her lamp alone. During a late-night cab ride, Lucas watched city neon reflect on the windshield. He whispered, "Survive first, then thrive, that's the order of things." The driver glanced in the mirror and nodded as if the advice was meant for him too. Summary: Lucas protected his insecure boss by letting her shine in public, while he refined his skills in private. By giving credit and controlling visibility, he stayed indispensable and avoided triggering envy. The lesson: don't outshine the master while the master still signs your checks. Wait, grow strong, and step into daylight when your own wings can carry you higher than any ceiling they control.